Everyone, sorry I'm a little late today. I had mic issues all morning this morning. My Yeti was not work. But Maxime Bernier announced today that he has registered the party with Elections Canada. Let's listen.
And the accreditation of our new party, the People's Party of Canada. And up to now, we have more than 22,000 funding members, and we were able to raise more than $350,000 since the 23rd of August. So it's going very well. And we are having a lot of EDAs meeting all across the country. Last week, we had 43 EDAs meeting to create the Riding Association. And this week, we'll have more than 27 meetings. So it's going very well. We will be able to achieve our goal to have Riding Association in every riding ready before the end of this year. So, and I will wait right now for the approval of Election Canada. And after that, we'll be up and running and ready to have candidates for by-elections and also candidates in every riding for the election in a year from now. Merci. Thank you.
So they ask him some questions here, and they're still trying to get him. They're still trying to shoehorn him into racist or white supremacist. And it's funny, they're asking here, do you have permission to do this? Are you allowed to do this? And he's like, yeah, we're following all the rules. Like, go away. But I find it really interesting that they're pushing the do you have permission? And they also ask about other members of the CPC or other people crossing the floor. And Maxime has a good answer ready for that as well. So here's a couple of questions.
It's a smart populism that we are practicing because, you know, we are having policies that people like, policies that are based on 4 principles: individual freedom, personal responsibility, respect, and fairness. And that's why we are able to attract a lot of peoples all across this country. People are fed up with the old parties, the conservative and the liberal. They want to change. They want a party that will speak for all Canadians, for the people of this country, and not try to please special interest group. That's what we are doing.
How many Canada given you the permission to use any of the money you raised so far? Have they told you you're allowed to use that money, even though you weren't registered?
Yeah, the money that we raise, we are following the rules. We are respecting the Canadian legislation, and we were very happy to raise more than $350,000 since the 23rd of August. But yes, we are using that money to build the party.
So I want to comment on the $350,000 since the 23rd of August. That's certainly not record breaking, but that's not bad. That's not bad for a single guy saying, hey, I'm going to take on the establishment and you guys are with me if you're with me. So that's all small, as far as I know. That's small individual donations. It's not big corporate donations. So that's impressive. That's a lot of people. And 22,500 members of the party having that many EDA meetings. EDA is just like the local political party. There's 2 terms for it, but EDA is one of them. That's what he was saying. Having that many meetings over the last 2 weeks, I'm sure the Conservatives are jealous. I'm sure the NDP are even more jealous because this party didn't exist in July and the NDP just have Jagmeet Singh. So who doesn't take a salary? So who's controlling one of our top 4 now federal parties? That's interesting to think about, eh? Okay, so back to, they're going to ask him one more question and then I'll end it. You guys can come and watch this.
We don't need any approval. We are raising the money and we can use the money to build the party, and that's what we are doing.
How many candidates do you have right now ready to go?
We don't have any candidate right now. It's not the focus of our activity. Right now the focus is to creating the Riding Association, like I said, and when we'll have the Riding Association in January next year, we'll start to focus on candidates, but that will come from the grassroots. We have a lot of people that wanted to be candidate, but we told them, you know, just wait in January. We need to build the foundation of the party, and that's what we are doing right now.
Okay, and that's the last question. Right here is where they start asking about other people and people crossing the floor, etc. But I wanted to talk about this. The focus right now is building the foundation of the party. So he's working, he's using the money that people are sending in to him to build the foundation of the party so that in January we can push play and we're on the ground running just like the other major political parties. And really, I live in a GTA kind of area-ish. So my politics is heavily influenced by Toronto, which there are a lot of people in Ontario in that situation. They don't directly live in Toronto, but their politics are influenced that way, especially with Toronto media, etc. And I don't ever have a Conservative candidate until a couple of weeks before the election. Really, like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. If the election's 50 days, we have a candidate a couple of days before the writ's dropped, right? We're not sitting here looking to the next election locally with a candidate most of the time, unless that candidate is already in the House of Commons, in which case they have a job to do. And if not, well, most candidates are just regular people, unless you're a career politician. Right, John Tory? and I don't know, work for the Rogers Control Fund. I don't know. John Tory should look into that. But this is interesting because this is a person who's not following the flashy, let's get candidates and blah, 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 blah. He's saying, no, you guys are idiots. You reporters and stuff, you're asking the wrong questions. The focus right now is not on finding candidates. The focus right now is on building the party's foundation. And that's what we need to do. And that's what I am doing. As far as leadership goes, I like this. This is good leadership. This is solid. I have a plan. This is what my plan is. I'm executing my plan. And you guys who don't understand